Kwanza speaking of Formula 1 going soft, I've seen that Katy Perry will perform at the Azerbaijan GP, and now purists, racing enthusiasts are like, imagine Max Verstappen crashing out, and now you're singing Katy Perry singing Raw on stage. Bro, una crash out.
Me, I know I want to watch. I want to watch her. Huh? Me, I
know you're looking forward.
I will watch.
The only way I can watch if she sings during the race.
What?
Which can't happen.
That's crazy, yeah.
Bro, I'm trying to hear the radio. I'm trying to hear what.
Yeah, that is the only way I can be forced to watch. That's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to hear the communication between like Hamilton and his race engineer. Nijue kama pia huyu atafukuzwa. We shall see. We shall see. Anyway,
Miami, baby.
Let's talk about Miami. So interesting weekend all around. This was round 4 of the championship. Shouldn't have been round 4. Should have been round
6.
Yeah, should have been round 6. Now we all know the
7.
6.
So we skipped
3,
2 races.
Yeah, 6. Ingekuwa hizo zingekuwa 4 5 then ingekuwa 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Quick math, eh? You're a Formula 1. Kwanza when you start, man, you're supposed to be doing these things often. Okay. So round 6 should have been round 6. It was not round 4, but it became round 4. Now the reason quickly ni because the Saudi and the Bahrain GPs were actually called off due to the ongoing Middle East situation. I don't want to get political about it, but there is light at the end of the tunnel, folks. Do not worry about that. Why? Because possibly Saudi could make a return before the end of the year. There is a possibility.
But why they will squeeze it,
we don't know.
They're saying they can squeeze it after between Las Vegas and
Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi, yeah. So they're saying, so the rumor that I've seen so far is Abu Dhabi will be pushed a week back and then slot in Saudi Arabia.
So we'll have like a triple header. Ooh, another triple header. You remember last year the triple header?
What if the issue is not resolved? You know, Abu Dhabi will be still at risk.
I heard you said something interesting. Or was it you who said something interesting? If the issue is not resolved and they're still trying to find a fix, there is a popular track, might I add, that actually made a return.
It's a Turkish
Formula 1.
It's a Turkish GP. But if that happens, I think Las Vegas will have the. Las Vegas can't be the last race.
Never. No, we don't know.
But I know with the Americans and the atmosphere at Las Vegas, they would really, really like it.
Want it to be the
final race.
Yeah.
But at the times, don't favor us.
The times don't.
I don't want that.
Yeah, but Abu Dhabi is always good. But what if the tensions are so bad that Abu Dhabi is also affected? So they will have to look for other things to go on. And Kwanza say there is a looming pandemic somewhere. Who knows? It could be bad. Could be bad. I mean,
Miami.
Back to Miami. So anyway,
baby.
Teams brought upgrades. I was personally looking forward to Miami because a certain Frenchman lied to me. He told me, a certain Frenchman, a certain short stout guy lied to me.
With a kipara here.
Yeah. Yeah. They said the good, the bad. Somebody said the good, the bad, and the ugly on the paddock.
Bro, don't finish that lie. Just go to your point.
Anyway, so this Frenchman, I am rather fond of the guy.
What did he promise you?
Mr. Fred told us, guys. You know, he's a nonchalant with that nonchalant gimmick of his. Guys, relax.
We are cooking something for Miami.
Do not worry. My boys, Charles and Lulu, they will get the job done. Ferrari walikuja na performance
11.
Moja kwa moja 11. Nah, but you know what, in retrospect, looking back, they actually performed. I mean, Charles qualified P3.
Did he get any points?
Me, when I talk about Ferrari, but I'm only talking about one driver.
Interesting.
Me, I only talk about
Wait, I don't understand. Did Mercedes come with upgrade?
I think they had like 2 3.
Minor.
From how I judge an upgrade, we're saying they performed is like the team that didn't have an upgrade or a minor upgrade, how much closer or how much further if they were ahead?
Yeah.
Like the effectiveness of upgrade, you can only know it compared to
the guy who was ahead of you.
Or even behind you,
or
depending how much
yeah.
they need. So, do you think?
Yeah, because Charles was snatching chains left, right, and center at that race. When you didn't watch it, I'm not talking about the sprint. I don't want to talk about the sprint. Let's talk about the main race. We'll talk about the sprint. Looking at the main race, Charles qualified P3, and I knew, and I told you guys, we were watching together, all of us. I told you guys when we were at K1 Clubhouse, Charles is coming out of T1, P1.
Because of
I
your
can't tell-
gimmick.
Small
it's
turbo.
It's not a gimmick. It's engineering prowess.
Okay.
Okay.
Charles was coming out of that corner T1, whether you like it or not. And I was banking on that race being 11 p.m. Kenyan time. Because I knew if he's coming out of that corner at P1
With rain.
with rain, you're not catching him.
Safety car.
Safety car and everything involved. I
No
knew,
overtake.
and I predicted there he's going to win. Now, granted, that did not happen. Some guy with a dress decided push those times sooner because we can't risk. Yeah, you need to risk sometimes for entertainment purposes. You remember that conversation, entertainment? So that didn't happen. But my boy Charles still shone. So T1, Max Verstappen, bring your chains. That was T1. No, T2. It was actually around T2. Sindo? T2, the spin. Somewhere in between the race, George Russell, bring your chains.
But I don't understand. This is where I don't understand. Charles was leading in lap 1.
Yeah.
What more chains do you need to? If you're collecting chains, it means you went backwards.
Yeah, he did go backwards. Now this.
If you are leading lap 1, why are you collecting chains?
No, listen. He did go backwards. This is because there is something still to that Mercedes engine. Because ever since McLaren Kwanza walipewa the subscription key, McLaren look. Actually, McLaren look like the team to beat.
That's why I asked you. Did the upgrades work?
For us, they brought us a step forward. I will say, without a shadow of a doubt, that the upgrades Ferrari brought took them a step forward. Now,
To who?
I will use my reference point was Mercedes coming into this, but McLaren's updates took them 5 steps forward.
Now before
Ferrari, sure.
Before Miami, what was the difference in terms of, let's even quality pace between Mercedes and Ferrari? Was it a full second?
No, I think it was 6 tenths.
Was it more than? I think it was way less. Was it more than half a second?
6 tenths is more than half a second.
It wasn't 6 tenths.
Mercedes Q3.
Yeah, I think it was 4 tenths or so. At no particular point did I see, apart from I think Australia, where the Mercedes outqualified everyone by more than
like
half
I
a
said,
second.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not using qualifying. as a reference.
The Ferraris were the ones who were closest to the Mercedes
But now we are not.
before Miami.
Yeah.
And now, looking at Miami quali, did you gain time to Mercedes?
Yeah, that's the question. Leave alone
We
McLaren.
gained-
Mercedes
time
didn't
to
bring any
Mercedes.
updates. Did you?
We gained some substantial time because Kim was on pole.
None.
Kim was on pole, correct? Max was P2. Leclerc was P3. What was the difference between Kimi and Leclerc?
I can check that for you.
Yeah,
4 tenths.
4 tenths. And you can look at.
Actually, it's 3 tenths and some change.
Okay, if you look at, we can round it off to 4 tenths. If you look at the previous race, what was the last race? Japanese GP, Suzuka. You can look, who was at pole? Suzuka? Kimi, still.
Kimi.
Yeah, just look at Suzuka.
Antonelli and
Leclerc.
Yeah. Around 6 tenths.
Exactly, that's what I said, 6 tenths.
China, it was 3 tenths.
China it was 3 tenths. If you ask me, what Ferrari did there is what they have always done. Give their fans hope, only to come to crash.
Yeah, because Ferrari did not, you guys did not make a significant jump to say that we've caught up to Mercedes.
There were no upgrades.
Quite
by
evident
the-
you did not also make a jump to overtake Mercedes.
There were no upgrades. These upgrades they were on paper only, not on the car. Not on the car.
Do we have someone in between Mercedes and Ferrari?
I personally believe McLaren are ahead of Mercedes themselves.
From my analysis, each time Lando either had fresher tires or was ahead, leave the sprinters alone, just the main race, he could not keep up. As in, his pace was not consistent compared to the Mercedes.
Kimi? No,
Norris.
Lando.
Lando, yes.
Wasn't Lando trying to attack Kimi at the end?
No, he couldn't get close enough.
No, he
At the
couldn't.
end, basically, if you think about it, Who pitted first? Kimi pitted
Kimi.
first.
Yeah.
Now we're just talking about Kimi and Norris. Kimi pitted first.
Yeah.
Then Lando pitted the next lap.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's how he lost the lead.
But purely on pace, the McLaren car could not keep up with the consistent pace that the Mercedes had.
You sure?
Yes. The McLaren, from my analysis looking at the data, it seems like, I don't know if it's this update that they brought, they're having, or at this particular track, they had more thermal degradation. Because even at some point, Piastri was saying, hey, my rear tires are cooked. So, and I didn't hear Antonelli even come on radio even once saying that his tires are short. And if you look at China, if you look at Australia, again, Antonelli has been setting the fastest laps.
If anything, I think the person
on really old tires.
who complained about performance in a Mercedes was George. Mara sijui we are in the wrong setup mode. Mara we are sijui in
the restart.
Yeah. But okay, so I could see how that is the case. Now, if and this is a very big if in my book McLaren are ahead of Mercedes, they're only just slightly ahead, like a nose ahead.
Mercedes are still sandbagging.
Yes,
Mercedes are still sandbagging.
The Mercedes are still ahead, and I think there was a time Mushiri who talked about the gear ratio thing. I said McLaren having like their own transmission, and in the public domain, it's said that the McLaren have a shorter or a smaller gear ratio.
Yeah.
And I think this has a different characteristic depending on the type of track if you compare them with Mercedes. Mercedes they share the same power unit, but they have different transmissions. So McLaren make their own, which has a smaller gearing ratio, which means they can accelerate quicker, but they cannot hit those sustained top speeds.
Top end.
Yes.
At the end of the street.
Yes. And on this other side, we have Mercedes, who share the same power unit, but they have longer gear ratios, which means they don't have that crazy initial acceleration, but they can hit those higher top sustained speeds. This is where the McLaren cannot outdo the Mercedes on, I think, most Formula 1 tracks. So we're talking about streets.
We're actually going
the
to
McLarens, they will always
the next
come
race is Montreal. That's actually a good reference track.
the McLarens will always come short. But tracks where we have like short streets, that is where the McLarens might actually beat the Mercedes. But places where we have those longer streets.
Yeah, because I know that Mercedes car is a monster when it comes to pure top speed.
Yes.
Top end speed.
Yes.
I know that for a fact. And our only hope is actually, or most people's hope is actually on the races whereby skill actually is required in terms of technicality, corners, and everything like that. When it comes to pure pace, I know Ferrari could catch up, but with the small turbo thing going on in their engines, because the reason Ferrari have good race starts because the smaller turbos and everything.
The only way Ferrari is going to catch up is if they talk about another significant update.
Do you think McLaren?
And by significant update, it has to be. I don't know if you are going to borrow Red Bull's wing, or you guys are banking on a duo, but there is no other small update that's going to take you guys either beat Mercedes.
In Formula 1 to win.
Because there's absolutely no way this is your biggest update. And by the way, I'm just saying
so
it.
far.
The reason why I was severely disappointed is because you oversold.
Who oversold?
You oversold Ferrari to us.
Me?
Telling us Miami is where now. And see, you're very good at deflecting. You're saying it is Fred. And I just let you do your thing, yeah? But there's absolutely no way this is that one package that you guys have been saying from, I think, race 1. And this is the result that you're coming with.
But Fred said, listen.
And then on just a few seconds ago, you still think you guys can catch up to Mercedes, someone who hasn't even brought even an update. Unless you guys are hoping somewhere that update actually becomes a down.
Updates could go left. There's a time Red Bull brought updates and they were like,
Suzuka.
Update, no.
It's been really Suzuka, Barcelona. It's been really bad for us.
So updates could go left. So that's what I'm saying. Listen, hey, Fred said last year, McLaren. Wait. Fred alisema by round 10, McLaren had pulled away, but by round 24, Max Verstappen was well within reach of that title.
So-
and David Coulthard, was it David Coulthard? Said,
hope.
if Checo, this was a controversial take by them. If Checo was in that Red Bull seat 2025, Max would have won the championship. And his analogy is, Checo would have put that car in between the McLarens at some point within that car. You see that car victory lap that Max was doing? He would have split those McLarens at some point. The McLaren to... And by how many points did he lose the championship?
There's a lot that happened.
Hey,
but the
but
2025 championship that
the what ifs.
took points away from. Yes, a lot.
What is?
A lot.
Hey, nilifanya hadi reporter get out. Talk.
Now, my last question on the Ferrari thing.
Yeah.
Do you think a duo, or this a duo opportunity, is Fred's last hope?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think Ferrari could be cooking another?
Even if they are given, there's nothing they will.
I was reading some articles on.
Yeah, I warned you about Ferrari, and I said Ferrari are not in Formula 1 to win championships. No, they are not.
Ujamani hater. Ujamani, you guys should have seen that coming.
But you can't counter his point, can you?
What I'm trying to say is there's some
The upgrades were on paper,
there's some
not on the
articles
car.
I read.
11.
Yeah, they were on paper, not on the car. The car, nothing
11
changed. Yes.
The
All
updates-
those updates are on paper, not on the car.
Well, I did see that in Itango shark fin.
The only team,
Through
the only
small vortices so that the Macarena wing can be more effective.
And now I had Lewis Hamilton is saying
it's like changing color.
I had Hamilton is actually saying that Ferrari simulator is actually holding him back.
Anyway, another news.
No. Oh no, he's your driver.
Wait.
Things are not
You
looking
want to
good,
talk
bro.
about it?
He doesn't want to talk about Hamilton.
Things are not looking good, bro.
Jamaa PR huyo. Jamaa PR.
I
I can't wait to see. Hey, Hamilton.
nyuma ya tent.
I can't wait to see the Testarossa video. You've been hyping the F40, bei ya F40 imepanda juu. Sasa Testarossa the video, we cannot wait. He's been teasing it. I cannot wait. The Testarossa. Hey, fun fact, Testarossa was one of my favorite Ferraris. I saw it on this film. Yeah, Eddie Murphy. This Beverly Hills Cop or something. Was it the second installment or something? Good video. That car, goated. Moving on, the Red Bulls. You brought some updates. You guys are looking good.
Hey.
If you guys go watch the watch party, the K1 watch party Miami GP, the most repeated line was, now let's talk about Red Bull. Let's talk about Red Bull. You repeated that line over 15 times in a single 10-minute episode.
I think I only said it like once.
How much are you willing to put up?
Yeah?
How much are you willing to put up? Because this is free money. How much are you? How much?
Umambia nini? Go to that YouTube video.
It's on TikTok also.
And in that
and on
video, I
Instagram.
think I only said it once.
Hey, bro,
According to that video.
According to that video, kwanza you said it like I don't know 5-10 times. I guarantee it's over 5.
Bruh. I'm still excited.
Tell us why.
Like I said.
Ujama almost yanked my head out of my shoulders.
Hey, he took that position from Charles, man, with all his chains.
Yeah, guys, but we all understand the reason Charles Leclerc actually crashed is he was being weighed down by all the chains he'd taken from all the other drivers.
No,
Kwanza unajua ya Max ni heavy because zake ni 24 carats.
For that one, I'll say what for that nini.
Wait, the 24 carat thing has told you to.
No. I wanted to press crickets and then like a volume was down.
For that spin of Charles, I'll say what Casey Stoner told Rossi. You're ambitious outweighed your talent. You're ambitious more than your talent.
Like when you're insulted in such an intellectual way that you stop to think about it. That's what Casey Stoner did to
Rossi.
that guy.
Yeah.
But
okay, just for context, Rossi came to Casey's garage to apologize.
Yeah.
He came to apologize, and that's when Casey told him that. Okay.
But Charles, this is exactly why I like Charles, because he can actually pull moments like that. I know it didn't work out in his favor, but if it does work out in his favor, that's an extra 2/10 shaved off of the lap. And yeah, getting closer to winning. He will get that championship. Il Predestinato must get that
I'm going to
championship.
repeat what
In
I
another
said.
universe.
Hii dunia haiishi mpaka Leclerc abebe championship.
Max is winning a race before a Ferrari.
Facts.
Bruh.
I said that. And
Charles bana, wewe unajikimbia napiga debe Charles.
Not happening.
Charles. Charles is winning a championship. I don't know when. I don't know where. He is winning a championship.
Out of, maybe
not with Ferrari.
Not with Ferrari.
With Ferrari kwanza.
Not with Ferrari.
Il predestinato. It is your destiny. It is your destiny. None of your football, they forced the Messi World Cup thing until he got it. Yeah, Charles, I do not know what we will have to do, but Charles cannot retire from this sport without a championship.
You see, for me, the time I know Ferrari will be ready to win is when, one, they like take, the way Mercedes took a young driver, like they are willing to risk.
Kwani, what happened with Charles?
See, he wasn't a rookie in Ferrari. They take a rookie, only one, and then they start making awful road-going cars. Those, when you see those two, know your championship.
The only championship that Charles is going to win is in WEC. Because we know Ferrari International Assistance, FIA. Plenty there. So now, wait. So now with the big package, it hasn't worked. And you've been telling us, hey, they took the engineers from WEC.
Tranquilo, hermano. Tranquilo.
Hope is what Ferrari runs on.
I told you, I'm not looking at the WCC. When they said it's the year of the horse, we were talking about the face of the horse, and that is Leclerc. You get me?
Sawa.
And championship is still on the cards. How many points is he off, Nani? I think he's at
Charles
60 something.
From?
Nani ako 100.
From
Kimi
Kimi.
Antonelli
From Antonelli.
Sasa shida ni I also like Kimi.
41 good points.
Ako 60 something. Ako
He's 59.
Yeah, still P3.
Yeah.
Leclerc, man, come on. Canada is a red. Like when you see red, you just perform. Just go there, Jack Villeneuve, that track. Do your thing, man. Do your thing.
You fascinate me.
This is how you ride or die with somebody. This is how. Take notes.
Facts.
But was really ride or die in Ricardo. You rode till the wheels fell off.
Sini sawa.
Bro, alibaki kwa the Ricardo shake.
Afadhali Ricardo kuliko Ferrari.
That opening scene ya Pirates of the Caribbean, the first
He walked on to the dock.
Alikana ship.
Kufa na yeye.
Hata George until the end of the season.
Yeah.
But if Max akiingia kwa mix, is a George neka kind of.
Speaking of George, let's talk about Kimi and George because sasa hatujonge membership under review. This is a big law happening here.
You see, okay, are we in the George thing?
He's already talked about the Red Bull na venye.
I haven't said anything about Red Bull.
Oh.
No, we're talking about George. Let's talk about George. Save the best for that.
George and Kimi.
Yeah. What's going on, man? Wow.
For with George. Okay, first of all, you have already explained my reason for supporting George because Babu Huko, Toto is trying.
Explain to them. I'm explaining to
Toto, what is happening?
Okay,
what is happening? Also, I like addressing this one where
the public.
This is the public because they will see your reactions. Anyway, the agenda that Toto is running in Mercedes is trying to either the number one, Kimi to be the youngest world champion. That is an agenda number one, and also it also aligns with breaking the record of 7 world championship. Now, if you happen to be Kimi's teammate, hiyo ni like mti imekuangukia.
Collateral damage.
The odds fallen on you.
The odds are against George, and that's why that is the only sole reason I'm supporting George. Because I can sense maybe things might not go his way.
You're sensing a Piastri situation last year.
Kitu kama hiyo. But I believe George is a fast driver, faster than Kimi, and I'm hoping.
Under what metric? Which metric are you using to judge he's the faster driver?
And but then you have new data points.
Which metric are you using?
How
so
with this new
with
data,
Miami,
how are you still
in Miami
on the same course?
Explain to us.
Let's go in Miami. When he said that this track doesn't favor him, it sort of discouraged me because I don't understand what he's saying. First of all, George, when you ask question, don't talk about Kimi. Don't talk about any other driver. Talk about yourself. Don't say Kimi is faster. But what he said during the end of the race, he did do some brake bias. Is it brake bias or differential? I'm not sure. To the car, and his pace improved. And apparently those settings are the same that Kimi was using. So as a driver, I still believe he is capable. Yeah. And I know I'm shifting goalpost here, but Canada, George has always done well. But this is the ultimatum. If George doesn't perform well in Canada, kwa sababu Canada, that's where he's supposed to shine.
Yeah.
Hapo nitajua sasa this guy is done.
He's
Canada has always been
alarm bells ringing, panic stations.
Yeah. Kwa sababu the excuse is used for Miami. Sijui Miami doesn't suit me.
Yeah.
Let's see him apply the knee.
Well, I'm going to give George until the European races because there's something new we discovered that Kimi struggles with the European races.
Yeah, he did struggle.
Oh, he struggled last year rather, and our data.
Because even in Canada, he did well. Kimi.
Well, we'll have to wait till the. Okay, personally, I'll wait till the European races, but I know George is not winning that championship, and I'm so glad I'm happy about it because a world, a universe where George is ahead of
George and
Lando
and Max now. So in Formula One history, there have been 25 races, 25 seasons, where in the first 4 races, a driver has won 3 races. 25 times it has happened that a single driver has won 3 of the first 4 races. And out of the 25 times, 21 times that driver has gone to win the championship.
Now this is the 26th time, Mama, the 25th time.
This is the 26th time. Bado ja happen. So the odds are against George.
I could live in a world. I could live in a world where Antonelli is world champion.
But among the 4, the misfortune 4, is Hamilton 2021.
Ooh.
I know it's an old wound.
I want to ask you something. Do you think when Kimi Antonelli, when he's having the Italian anthem played, do you think some Ferrari engineers are low-key, like, singing along?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Because I saw
you have to
Unipia PTSD because I'm always like when I hear that kanini when I'm doing the interviews and everything, then I hear that Italian anthem, I'm always like it affects me
because it's been a while. It's been a while since Ferrari.
Charles doesn't win a race in Monza this year. Like he doesn't win a race between now till Monza. Atakuwa ameenda his longest ever winless streak.
Monza is not happening without that internal combustion engine that you have.
Even with Ado, you guys.
You've written us off. You've written us off.
I've never written you on championship fight. I told you Ferrari is not here to win championship.
Yes, you guys.
Last race winner, just as a reminder of Ferrari, is Sainz. Sainz, who has done a full season.
Last year Leclerc won nini? Was it Monaco ama ni gani alishinda?
The last... Who is it? Huh?
Last year, Charles Leclerc won. He won Monaco. Last year, did Charles Leclerc win a race last year?
Ferrari didn't win any race last year, man.
The last race winner of Ferrari is Sainz, as somebody who has already done a full season in Williams. And he's in second season.
Sainz, wapi? Spain? Spanish GP? No, not Spanish. Mexico. Yeah, it's the Mexican GP.
I'm not sure.
It's like the Mexican GP.
There's that time Charles won in Cota and then Sainz won in Mexican. Yeah, you guys, that time you guys on fire.
Hizo races ni mingi. Charles, come on man. I'm rooting for you, my boy Charles. Anyway, Red Bull, talk to us, man. How are you guys feeling?
Feeling good, feeling great. And I will say it again. We have finally put the Alpines in their place.
We are no longer mid.
Mid-table, bro.
No, we are not. Actually, I would argue now we have.
Okay, how many teams are there?
Where?
In Formula 1 currently.
11
teams. What's the central point?
5.5.
5. Ni 6. Ngoja.
It depends. Do you want to round to the floor, to the ceiling?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We just look at the championship.
Ngoja. This is 8. This is 10. 6. P6 is actually the midpoint. Katikati. Mko P?
Kwa championship.
Where are you in the championship?
6.
I'm asking you.
I think P6. Yes.
Solidly katikati.
But you see, you can't be the same person who says your championship starts Miami and now you are looking at the entire.
Hata ningetaka kuona
they're all over the place. In the drivers championship you are P4. You are P4.
In the constructors championship, I'm looking at the constructors.
Yeah, constructors are P4. Red Bull Racing P4.
Oh, you're not
Yeah.
a mid-table team.
Before.
Hebu ngoja, let me see. So, unajua ina affect Alpine na Williams. These are the mid-table.
When I say that we have finally put the Alpines in their
But
place.
you can also argue in effect we are up from 4th.
We don't care.
Oh.
We've put the Alpines in their place.
Last time I checked, I know we are ahead of Alpine.
Yes. Now.
Basically, we are in top 4. Big 4.
And wait, where is Ferrari within arm's reach?
Yeah,
Where are they?
the McLaren fast.
There's Nini.
They're not. We are 80 points behind.
There's McLaren. Lucky McLaren. By Canada, I think McLaren will have jumped Nani Ferrari. Yeah.
By Canada.
Yes. After
No,
Canada.
that's the next race. You're the same guy who said Lando in Qatar. Your takes aren't
Now,
aging pretty well.
Red Bull. Hey, don't take our time. This is Red Bull's time. So we've put the Alpines in place. But before I even proceed, I'd like to know from your membership is still under review. But I'd like to know how do you feel
About Red Bull coming back.
the entire Miami weekend?
Me, I never had doubts. When the season began and we were doing poorly, I said the only thing I know I can rely on is on Red Bull improving that car. That is the only thing I'm assured that come what or what, we'll be in that championship fight. Even if we are last, you just know we'll be in the championship fight. The only thing I did not expect is how soon it came. It came way sooner than I thought. And in my mind, I was for like 2027 championship. But now, after 2026 is on the table. Even 2026.
Question to you,
is on
Red
the
Bull
table.
individuals. Last year we had a title fight between McLaren and the Red Bull or Max Verstappen because it was only Max Verstappen challenging. And this year, do you think more individuals are up
Yeah.
for the championship fight?
This year?
Yeah. It could be a 4-way.
The last time we had a 4-wheel quality 2012. It's been a minute, but last time we had a 4-way championship fight, I think it was 2012.
Okay.
From my perspective, I think it's hard to tell at the moment. As in, is it a 4-way? At the moment, I'm still seeing it as a Piastri and Antonelli and Russell.
You're not seeing McLaren anywhere?
You're not seeing McLaren in the picture?
I'm saying at the moment.
And yes, at the moment.
McLaren
You're not
spooked the hell out of me.
In the Drivers' Championship?
Yeah.
No. Because I think that the lead that both the Mercedes drivers have,
In the 3 races?
yes, I think it's significant. Yes.
Yes. Okay. It is true. It is true. It is significant, and Kimi has an advantage. But in terms of what is achievable, what could happen, the championship is on the table for at least for Max, the 2 McLarens, the 2 Mercedes.
But that means something has to go severely left for the Mercedes.
It can't go.
Severely left. And I'm not talking about just one race.
You can DNF in a row.
Yes, I'm not talking about just one race weekend. I'm talking about like 4 race weekends or something where they are not scoring points at all.
Hey,
The only thing I would wish, man, say for Red Bull is not to have a DNF. Like, can we please not have a DNF?
When you say Red Bull, do you mean the entire team or just Max?
Max, I know he has already had a DNF, see there?
Yes, and Haja just had one.
And Haja has 2 already.
That's why I said he just had one looking at Miami.
Okay.
Yes.
So I hope we have had our share of DNFs. The rest we leave them to Mercedes.
Now, if you ask me who's within reach, I think the Ferraris are within reach.
I told you to leave.
No.
Ferrari. You're saying my membership.
No, I am twisting.
Ferrari. Achana na Ferrari.
No, I'm not saying that when I say within reach, I mean, I'm saying at the end of the year, Red Bull is going to claw that deficit. See, at the moment, it's tomorrow in Gapi. Is it 80?
Between Red Bull and
Drivers' Championship.
Drivers'
Ferrari have 110, Red Bull have 30. So we're talking about an 80 difference.
Yeah.
And if we look at the Drivers' Championship, I'm also looking at Max taking the fight to Charles. Because Charles is the one who's leading the Drivers' Championship on the Ferrari side of the garage. Okay? Now, I'm a bit all over the place, if you ask me about Red Bull in Miami. Yes, I'm happy we put the Alpines in their place. But that car still has some issues that I honestly think could have given us a better outcome or performance out of if you just look at Miami. Okay, one, we still have bad stats, and it's not just Max. Also, Haja is having really bad stats. Okay,
So not compared to Kimi.
the entire season. I'm just looking at the Red Bull car in isolation by itself.
Okay.
Okay. Now we have both drivers complaining about downshifts.
That downshift by them, I got tired. It was there last year, but they still had issues with downshift.
And now I'm starting to think, and I know I was really hard on you on this after Australia. I think that MGUK is a problem. Okay. So Australia, we had during qualifying, Max got knocked, or he didn't even put in even a competitive lap in Q1 Australia. Why? Because his rear tires locked and he was off. After looking at the onboards on the turn 2, lap 1 Grand Prix incident at Miami, I honestly thought Charles squeezed him and Max lost the car because he went over that curb. But Max already lost the car even before he hit the curb.
Yeah.
So it looks like Max was he was squeezed, yes, but he was quick on the gas and he lost the rear tires. Now I don't know if that was just sudden power from the MGUK just kicking in. I don't know. But
I think he said it was totally on him. I think he even apologized.
Yes, but you see, at that particular point in time, yes, it was his mistake. But I don't think that car would just lose traction just like that. Something had to
Okay, I will not compare it with the quali lap turn 1 Australia. I will not compare.
It's still the same thing. The rear tires just locking, under braking, and spinning.
Okay, he lost the car. In both occasions, he lost the car.
Yes.
But I would not, for Australia, I would say it's the car. But for Miami, I would say it's the driver.
I'd still say it's the car, Miami, from my perspective. That's what I'm saying, from my perspective.
Okay.
If Max didn't have that spin, I honestly think he had enough pace to be on the podium. Reason being,
I think, to be on the podium, I think he would have finished ahead of Charles,
yes,
but behind Kimi and
At least, yes.
Norris.
Reason being, the RB22 now is way better around the corners.
Yeah. Doesn't chew tires as such.
And also, in the tire management, that has massively improved. Remember,
the other thing,
China was just bad news for us.
The other thing,
Australia,
Max said the biggest improvement actually was the steering wheel. I don't know what's up with that.
I've seen some reports that he actually, after the shakedown at Barcelona, he said, "Hey, there's something funky going on with the steering wheel," and they didn't address that issue at that particular point in time because one, they had to try and identify what exactly is Max talking about.
Yeah.
And apparently that's an issue that takes a bit of time when you're trying to identify what the hell is going on. So the only time where they could actually diagnose, troubleshoot, and come up with a solution was actually during this
5-week break.
Yeah. And again, if that makes the car more predictable, if that gives Max more confidence, and also to some degree Haja, then that's a good thing. But for me, the stats those things have to be fixed.
The stats.
Yes. We can't keep on dropping places, man. Putting us in some situations where we are squabbling with.
At least you.
But do you think our stats could get as good as Ferrari? Because I'm seeing whatever Ferrari, the advantage they have, it's a gimmick.
Gimmick?
If you asked me, would I want Red Bull to have the stats as Ferrari, but with the performance of Ferrari? I would say no.
But why aren't you guys looking at it from the other?
Because
flip side of the coin.
Because
the flip side of the coin is
Kimi is not even having good stats.
For you guys to improve on your stats, think of what you have to. Okay, what is it called? It's a give and take. Sindio? What you'll have to compromise to develop so that you can improve on the stats. Now you already have good race pace. You've already improved on that.
Even quali.
And quali pace. You've already improved on that. Now you're trying to improve on the start do you think it will hinder development of actually improving your race pace to actually catch up to the Mercedes?
Why can't two things be done at the same time? Which I think they can do.
Because Ferrari have already nailed the start. Now they only have one problem to think about: their race pace.
Why have Ferrari nailed the stats?
It's a mechanical
design.
It's design.
It's a mechanical
design.
Yes.
It's a
So
mechanical.
Red Bull cannot if they go back to the drawing table and try to think, okay, how do we fix this stat? They can't say, okay, let's put in a
So who
that won't work.
who would you say is our reference in terms of stats? Leave alone Ferrari.
At this point in time,
Mercedes.
And I'm not even including McLaren because McLaren have that gear ratio thing for them, going for them. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Mercedes.
Yeah.
But did we in Miami, Max had a better start than Kimi. I know Kimi is struggling with stats, but he did have a better start.
Yes.
Because if you look at
If
it,
your
how it
reference point
happened-
is the previous race, he did have a better start.
but in China, what? It was so bad.
China was bad.
That was
Still, Miami could have been better because remember, on Max's right, we had Lando.
huh?
Yes.
No. On Max,
After
on
the
one
start.
side,
After the start. Yes.
See, alikuwa na shut down the door on Lando.
On Lando, yes.
on
He
Lando.
shut- he shut the door on
Yeah.
Lando.
And then Kimi
But
was.
I think Lando had a better start.
Yeah,
Or
Lando had a
do you
better
think
start.
Lando had a better start because Max was focusing on
No,
Kimi?
the McLarens just have a better start.
McLaren had a
I
better
think
start.
If you look at Suzuka, and I think for them it's that gear ratio thing.
They had a better
My
start.
question is, kuna swali just popped into my head. I didn't want to let it go. For the Kimi Antonelli situation, you've talked about having bad stats, but yet he's had 3 consecutive race wins. Do you think Kimi Antonelli's race wins down to the car, Ama? Do you think he's doing something to make it happen?
Both. One, the car has excellent time management. That car is very efficient. The Mercedes car, very efficient. Kimi Antonelli has sharpened some skills. Time management is not overdriving that car.
But sprint race, he was track limit.
Track limits. By overdriving, I mean he's not taking funny lines through corners.
Or track limits are the ones that,
he's not cranking the lock through corners.
or because of track limits, he wasn't chewing his tires.
No, it's that is just a trait that the Mercedes car has. It's very good on the tires.
Okay.
Okay, he's very. Kimi Antonelli as a driver, he's evolved from last year. He's very good now at soaking pressure. Miami, Lando was just like, yo, give me my position back.
After T1, who was ahead? Kimi or I need to rewatch that
Charles.
footage. Not Charles. Kimi and
Lando.
Max. And Max.
Where?
My
in,
reference
in Miami?
in Miami.
Oh,
After
Nani?
T1,
It was Max.
It was Charles, then Max.
Because I remember,
It was Charles, Max,
I think
Kimi.
there was a locker between for both Kimi and Max.
Yeah.
There was a locker because Charles was supposed to go on the outside, but Charles opted to go on the inside. And
no, he was on the outside, but he did a switchback.
Yeah.
I see, that's what I've said. Charles wanted to go on the outside, but he opted to go to the inside. And I'm trying to think, going into that corner, who was ahead? I know there was a locker, but achana the lockup kwanza. Who was
Max
ahead?
was ahead.
Max was ahead kwa hiyo turn.
Yeah.
Max had a better start, if you ask me, than Kimi. Although I know Kimi is struggling, so I want to use him.
I will
as
give me the top
reference.
3 stats. Who had the better launches? Give me the top 3. Tunajua Charles alikuwa P1. I need 2 and 3. Who are the better launchers?
I would say actually the Norris.
Norris was 2.
No, he wasn't position. He wasn't position 2, but in terms of start,
That's what I'm asking. I'm
how
asking
well
us to
he
rank the
started,
stats.
Norris had a better start than Max. But
Because Norris was awfully close to Max by the time they were ending that stretch.
see, actually,
For Max to have the
Norris
need to
lifted off. Norris lifted off.
For Max to
turn
have
one.
to shut the door on him means he was awfully close.
Yeah,
But-
he was going for the inside. He's actually Norris was going for the inside. It's only that he was blocked and he lifted. So Norris had a better start than Max. And also I would say Norris had a better start than Kimi. But Charles had the best start of all of them. Yeah.
Now, the only way George is going to take this championship away from Kimi. I know I've said things that I've seen Kimi improve on. And the only thing that
George Orlando.
Antonelli, sorry. Antonelli thinks that he's improved on. Now, the only thing that I'm seeing that might undo Antonelli's title hopes, it might come down to those stats at the end of the day.
The stats.
Yes.
But that car,
Because
but-
if he's dropping a position
How did
or
George
two,
start by the way?
if he's dropping a position or two, and George capitalizes on those bad starts from Kimi, then
That's how
look
you
at
can
last
take
year.
it
Look,
from
look at last year's script.
Lando. Just out qualified.
Down to two. Yeah. So George, you said he needs to lock in.
Yeah, he needs to lock
Not
in.
just
bana.
not just for the race, but also quali. He needs to out qualify.
You need to lock in everything and stop talking about Kimi. Hapo ndio shida iko.
Anyway,
Oh, can we give a round of applause for Max? 10 years in Red Bull. He just clocked
Hell yeah.
10 years.
yeah, and
Happy applause.
The Leclerc my performance.
Yani you had to throw it in. You had to Not many drivers.
About Hajar's disqualification from the quali.
I mean,
Yeah,
the rules are the
only
rules.
black and white. You can't argue with that.
The rules are the rules, man. Come on.
But we have the Mercedes. They're still running
Unajua pia
around in
Max
Australia and China.
Verstappen was also penalized because of pit lane mahali 5 seconds.
Yeah, it was.
Rules and rules.
Hata hiyo ni black and white.
Yes, I'm talking about technical.
Lakini ya Charles ilikuwa harsh. Why was ya Charles ilikuwa harsh?
No, it wasn't.
20
Charles was
seconds.
driving erratically.
20 seconds. That was harsh, man. That was harsh.
He was just driving erratically.
But so for Hajar, it something was longer than it's supposed to be.
Yeah, those two floorboards. So the left and right hand floorboards. Those two
And
things
see,
that stick-
I think Red Bull
stick up.
apologized for that.
Yeah, they apologized to
for-
Hajar and the fans. It was just 2 millimeters
Eh.
off the reference volume. But here we have a certain car that had an illegal front wing.
Ile ya Schrodinger.
I am not going to let go of this front wing. We have a certain car, yeah,
Ile ya Schrodinger.
that has a compression ratio that doesn't meet.
I told you.
Technical.
I told you beginning of the season.
And they're still driving around like, what the hell is this? What the hell is FIA doing, man?
I told you, like, if you
Sema Schrodinger kuna nudes za the fire guy.
Yeah.
the last Mercedes dominance, Hamilton. Unaona hizi story? They were there. They were there. It's not that they were not there. But what Mercedes have been able to do and cleverly do, they know. You know when you know where to play. Like if this is the border, you know where to play. Such that even if somebody comes and find you, wait, unafanya nini hapa? You have a very good answer. Like they have seen it and they know how to play it.
So basically,
and I told you for that wing. The only thing they're going to say is that the mechanism of Nini happens within that time. But the wing is getting late because of the wind.
But you see, the regulations say the transition between two profiles, that is straight line mode to corner mode, that has to be not more than 400 milliseconds.
It's the wind. They said it's the
Regardless whether it's the wind, whether it's an act of God, does it exceed? I don't know how these guys got away with it.
Context for the listeners, because
I honestly don't know.
Before listeners wapotee. Now, what they're saying, basically, straight mode, you guys know straight mode when all the flaps are ziko chini, less drag, na corner mode, whereby we need some extra drag.
Yeah.
So, wanasema the transition between these two modes should not exceed
400 milliseconds.
400
Yeah.
milliseconds.
Now, your Mercedes in exceed.
It was a clean 800 milliseconds.
Yes,
But
in exit.
Mercedes, now context again to the listeners, are now saying it is not our fault. The reason it is taking time to badilika ni because the wind is pushing too hard against it.
They're still in high speed. The wind is still pushing it.
Pushing.
So it takes time for it
Regardless.
to. But the mechanism, you see that actuate, the actuator, that is less than 400 milliseconds.
Whether it's 400 milliseconds, whether it takes even 1 millisecond, no one cares. The regulations say how that thing is being measured between those two profiles.
You see, you have a problem with them. Mimi, I'm envious.
And even Fred, you see,
Envious. Like how are these guys able to do it and we are not able to do it?
This is where I'm just like, what the hell is going on? Fred said I could not protest because I didn't have enough time.
Yeah, yo, Fred.
Lakini hiyo.
Fred, surely.
Or yeah, okay.
And by that it was brought up by a fan.
Yes.
It's not even people from the paddock.
Si hata ya McLaren last year ilikuwa brought up by fans.
Yeah.
The wing.
As in, this is a clear infringement
To the regulations which are black and white.
Yes, and they're just at it was an error. But here we have 2 millimeters out of a referenced volume.
You see, that can be measured.
Guilty. Disqualified. Start from the beginning.
I now know the team he hates most. Not hate. The team he's against most. Ni Mercedes. The way he talks with conviction about the Mercedes is na vitu zenye wanafanya. It's different.
No, but it's
Ramen.
name me which other team that has been able to do something that exceeds a certain threshold within the regulations at the moment who've been able
See
to.
McLaren last year with the.
I'm talking about at the moment who've been able to get away with.
At the moment, you mean 2026?
Yes.
No one.
Not yet.
Absolutely no one.
Okay.
Bottileto's car had something was wrong with Bottileto's car. He got disqualified for what?
I don't remember.
I don't remember what happened to that car Audi, but I saw he got disqualified.
It was a PU thing. I don't know. Was it double pressure or something? He got disqualified for that.
Red Bull got disqualified for.
Just 2 millimeters. And then here we have a team that has a front wing that was taking twice the amount of time that's allowed.
You see, there's a compression ratio, and there's that wing. There's more. You just wait.
I believe
Mercedes, there's more, and nothing will happen. I can tell you that.
I think Toto has something on these guys because and this is why again I don't want to go back to this, but this is why nakwanga I was so against the Christian sacking because Christian was the only one person who could politically disorient Toto because Toto now is in his comfort zone. Toto has everybody where he needs them.
Toto even doesn't speak much nowadays.
Yeah, but Christian alikuanga tu anamfanya tu asikia nikata toko na wazimu.
Oops, we made a mistake.
Hizi ni vitu Christian hangechazipita.
Did Red Bull intentionally exceed the reference box by 2 minutes?
You just know there's more. You complain about this. Wait. There's a
each time I think about that car and I look at that front wing.
I will say this on camera, but
let the season.
I have Nikona conspiracy theory moja moto sana ya why he left the sport. I'll tell you.
Let the season continue. There will be more things coming up, and you'll see Mercedes will get away. Because I watched this script before. Even the DAS.
You know the only reason
that is the only thing that they did not succeed.
The reason they did not succeed is because the guys when walikuwa wameenda kuprotest walikuwa kina nani? who went to protest?
That was pronounced dead on arrival.
Hey,
but by the way,
now who spotted it first? Kwanza Das.
If by the way, Christian was not there, Das would have been nini.
Christian is the one who anakuanga akileta watu on their toes. Adi Abu Dhabi wouldn't have happened without Christian. Bro.
Ramen, let me tell you something about the borders of rules. And the reason why I know because I've played there a couple of times. You see, in a field there's that line and there's the thickness of the line. You can say you haven't crossed the line,
but you've stepped on it.
You can argue I haven't crossed the line, but you have stepped on it. Unless sasa msee akuja akasema if stepping on it
is a problem.
And until somebody comes there and says you can't do this, you will always continue doing it until somebody comes to tell you don't do it. It's not that you read the rules. If you find that there's a gray area,
sometimes you cut them.
That is where you go and pitch your tent in that gray area. Until somebody comes and tell you, hey boss, you can't.
Bro, why are you so mad?
You can't stay here.
Anakuangalia explain. I'm like, hey, relax. Don't throw the glass at him.
No, he's talking about the lines here and I'm wondering. We're talking about twice the amount of time.
But don't worry. Once Christian joins the team.
Between transitions.
It's how you see. It's how you enforce the rule.
And you see, the bit that pisses me off is FIA did nothing about it.
Like compression ratio. The reason why is because they can't find a way of measuring it.
Okay, so you can come and measure. Engine motor.
So if everyone is able to, or if everyone did it,
yeah, it's okay. It's okay. If everybody can do it, it's okay.
No, you're mad on different pretexts. He's mad because Red Bull haven't found a way to do it.
Exactly. Me, I'm
Yeah, you're
envious.
mad
Me, I'm envious.
Oh yeah, he's not even mad. He's envious.
I'm envious of what
it's an adjective
Mercedes.
for whatever you're feeling right now. It's an adjective in place.
I just wish Red Bull was doing what Mercedes is doing.
And you're annoyed.
They were able to get away with something that was very clear. It takes
And me,
twice the amount of time, and then then wanakuja wanasema, oops,
me hata
we have fixed
because
it. And on this side we have someone that's 2 millimeters.
inile unajongele when you're making noise the teacher sees you and gives you a warning, lakini nyinyi when you make noise
Yeah, it's exactly the same thing.
pano
It is.
Yeah, it could be moja alikuwa na make noise, we were seeing the teeth, na the other one meno haiko inaonekana.
Anyway. Each time I look at that car,
you just rage.
I just look at that front wing.
Emotions
I'm like, how do these guys get away with ban?
There's more coming, Ramen. There's more. We're good.
Guys,
There's more.
simmer down. Now, driver, team, and melon of the day. Let's make it quick. This has been a 2-hour session.
Hey, my driver of the day, Colapinto,
Oh yeah, Colapinto.
kept ghastly honest
Right.
until Liam Lawson did the thing. Liam, by the way, you need to apologize.
Yeah.
I know you said, his car, but Liam Lawson, that was uncalled for.
Colapinto had a really good
He
race,
finished
man.
P7 even after, and he finished P7 after
I
Charles
think
got his penalty.
Briatore was satisfied with
Even the whole weekend, even the sprint,
Yeah.
he was even
Because
quali.
Yeah.
Like, you would say like this is
No,
the
he was
best we have
actually
ever seen.
stellar in a decent car. He was actually above good in a average car.
Like compared to
Above
his previous,
average. What are you talking
His
about?
previous performance compared to his previous
The
performance.
Alpines,
The Alpines are leading that mid pack. Hey, sisi tumetoka huko, please.
anyway,
Okay, I have to. Colampito, although I am not fond of the guy, but credit where it's due. And also, even I'm not also fond of the guy, but credit where it's due. Kimi, and it's because of the pace.
and how he managed to salvage a lost lead.
Yeah, a lost lead. But more importantly is how Norris could not keep up with him. Like even was it the undercut or overcut to take the lead? As I said, I'm not fond of Nini, but kudos to him. Like for him that age, being able to execute it like that, being cool, and when all this was going on, even the lockup at first turn one, kudos to him. Although I'm not a fan, but kudos to him.
Hey, you'll be a fan eventually. There's something that Bono said. I think it was a few races ago, something that from a race engineer's perspective, he's blown away by how Kimi is handling that car. He's handling that car as if he's been driving, I don't know for how long. Like when it comes to car balance, as in feeling the car, he's so in tune with it. It's not something that a driver has to spend X years learning.
He's one with the car.
Yes, as in he's already on top of it.
And that's the scariest thing you can hear.
But what I'm waiting for is, you see, these top drivers like Max, Nini, they have had a period of criticism, especially maybe from the performance. If Kimi goes on a slump, of course.
Didn't he start with that? Si alianza na hiyo last year? Don't you think he already crossed that coverage last year?
But he wasn't like there on the front line fighting for the Nini.
Oh,
but now, like what happened to Piastri last season? Like you are leading, you go on a slump, criticism starts to enter.
Oh, how you pick yourself up.
How you handle that moment. I'm yet to see how he'll do it.
You want to see if he's made of steel?
Well, there was Monza 2024.
After crashing the car?
Yes.
Before he started the season?
Yes.
Yeah, ile testing.
It somehow sort of affected him.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, but he has experience now.
And even last year, I think it was Imola. Remember when he brought his classmates, his family, and I think,
and he crashed.
Yeah. As in he's had his fair share of. Yeah.
You see, like, yes, that one. But when you crash like that and you lose the championship lead, it's another thing.
Okay.
Or you crash and the points.
The crash that actually takes the trophies from you. That's what you. That's what you.
That's if I see how he handles it and how he comes back.
I can't wait for Canada.
Okay. Anyway, my driver of the day, nilikuwa na 2 drivers of the day.
Ala?
Yeah. The first one, Really impressive drive from Leclerc. He was my driver of the day. Bar those few last laps. I thoroughly enjoyed and I was thoroughly impressed by how well he was trying to make something happen.
Facts.
The fact that he was consistently trying to make something happen. Na mtu mwingine anatetea na watu front wing yake iko na issue. Top drivers make things happen. Try and make something happen. And I was consistently seeing him in the picture. Like, he was that Kamol that yenye inashinda ikitokea yenye you just can't get rid of. And I thoroughly enjoyed that. And it showed me he's not lost it. Because there have been moments when I've been, Connie, is the dog in him gone? But see, the dog in him is still well and alive. Now, the second one is actually Max Verstappen. Because of also the strategy call that they had, putting on the hard tires. They were like, fuck it, no rain is coming. Slap the hards on. Let me show you how we're going. We're going along. Because he stayed hard on hard tires for 51 laps. How many laps? 51 laps.
Are you sure by the time he was pitting, they knew...
Yes, it got tunaambiwa
he had cooked his tires already from the
mediums.
Yeah. So he was like, you know what? Slap the hards. Let me show you how we do. Then he picked up the field. He was also collecting chains. Like tu pale picking up the field apart. And with surgical precision, might I add.
Are you sure?
Like
from a couple of drivers who are complaining, man.
They were complaining before the pit.
Because in the midfield is here, you can just...
That was before the pits. That was before pitting.
But I'm saying after pitting though. After from 2016. With surgical precision, Max Verstappen was but basically, a Verstappen show was happening. But we weren't crowned by Alex Verstappen podium. But we needed that. So
by the way, we needed a Charles and
Max podium.
Max.
Actually, thinking about it, I think your two drivers of the day actually made that Grand Prix
interesting.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually.
You see, folks, that's how you turn them to your side. Walianza hapo, hey, aje. Then after explaining wameona the picture, you've not seen the picture. Inaitwa kuuza manifesto. Have I lied? Not lied. Anyway, my melon of the day, wacha nianze.
We are not doing team of the day?
We are doing it. Tutamaliza nayo. Ama nataka tuanze. Okay, team of the day basi. Team of the day, McLaren.
Can anybody really out nini McLaren?
Team McLaren. Team of the day, McLaren. Hey, McLaren only took maximum points. They found a way to get maximum points. So
I think both drivers on the podium in sprint and race.
Maximum points. Na time away from the sport wali figure out their shit na walikuja na some interesting upgrades.
Kwanza vile China they said
really competitive.
In China they said we are not even racing. We have figured it out.
Mutulie.
Really?
Yeah.
That was
okay, they had an issue. It's just whatever.
Yeah.
For me, McLaren should have at least gotten a Grand Prix win.
Yeah.
Okay, they didn't have a sprint win.
It was in the cards though.
No, I'm saying a Grand Prix win.
It was in the cards though. We won't sit here and act like.
Okay, who is your? I'm curious now. You are
Williams. I know I've been hard on them. Man. They sacrificed the entire 2025 year to develop an overweight car. With the James.
Is it team of the Melon of the Nini?
No, team of the day.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Uh-huh.
We had both Williams finishing in the points.
They
merit. P9, P10.
So they're
a solid 3 points. That's good.
Even as we still have excess weight.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. So Melon of the day. You want to go first? I have to think about this.
You don't have to think.
I have to think.
You're having an internal battle.
I'll just have to say, like, I think Hamilton should have done better. I'm sure you agree with me.
Why are you dragging me into your...
No.
Like,
why are you...
Charles Alispin...
Disassociate me from his comments, please.
Listen. Charles Alispin, Max Alispin, and yet Hamilton could not finish ahead of both of them.
Charles finished how many
and he had a Ferrari
in front of Hamilton. 10 or something.
And he had a Ferrari, the same car as Charles.
Yeah.
And also in there, I'll put Haja.
Melon.
Yeah.
Why?
He has had the first DNF. I can't put it on him, but this one, I think he was thinking about the next corner without
properly focusing
on this corner.
Yeah, on Haja.
Because I feel those who are
it was a silly mistake.
It was a silly. Could have had some points.
And if you remember, he started from the pit lane. This is from the disqualification after quali. By the time he was crashing in, I think, lap 5 or something, he was already, I think, P15. So he was taking places.
There were points on the table.
Yeah, the reason why he ended up into the barrier, I don't know.
It's thinking about that corner, and you're not even focusing on the one that you are in.
I don't know.
Because if you look at the onboard, how even other drivers go through that corner, it's like they live like inches away from that name.
Yeah.
That one, if you are absent-minded, you're not focusing. Utaiguza very easily.
I know there are some guys who are like, oh, Red Bull brought updates for Max. Aja didn't have updates. Oh, they brought an update that suits Max's driving style. I know those merchants are. Do your thing. You're Melon of the day. Oh, would you like me to go first?
You can go first.
Ferrari. It's because of you.
Why? Overhyped?
Yes.
I didn't overhyped.
Hope merchants.
Yes.
Well, my melon of the day, nilikuwa naangalia some things hapa. Some data points. As I like to call them. My melon of the day.
Who that?
Don't like talking about him, man, but Jama
Hamilton. I told you'll agree with me. How do you explain Nani spinning? Somebody spinning, breaking suspension,
I'm asking Team
and finishing.
Like, he had a damaged front wing, Nico.
His floorboard. I think it was someone. Who did he hit? Was it Colapinto?
Yeah, I think it is Colapinto.
Yeah. Well, he had some damage, but you can't use that as an excuse because he didn't do anything spectacular in the sprint race.
Even in the sprint with Max. You see, you know what he did with Max? Like, yes, Max overtook him and went off the track. Now Max is leaving space for him to overtake, and he's not overtaking. It's like, me, I don't want you to give me this position back at this corner. I want at the other corner.
He brake checked me, man.
Like,
he brake tested me, man.
Like,
do you remember Jeddah? Same thing.
Like
Max is like, yo.
But that one, but by the way, for that sprint nini, yo niliona.
I'm at a point whereby Mimi Hamilton just continue creating content for us. So tunaongeza video mpya na testosterosa. Please, I cannot wait.
Drift video.
Yeah, go out with Kim Kardashian, you know.
Was he at Met Gala? There was Met Gala.
Walikuwa New York. Met Gala sinakwanga New York. Walikuwa New York.
He was there.
Kim K uko ameiva.
Alikuwa? Ama hezi kosa he can't miss.
Ule ni Hamilton bana. Ati busy, I was taking rest, my peace, Coachella. Like
he's not saying it's a Ferrari simulator.
Na alikuwa Coachella. Simulator saa ngapi na alikuwa Coachella?
It's the Ferrari simulator.
Yes, alikuwa Coachella. Alikuwa na simulate saa ngapi? What time was he simulating when he was busy at Coachella?
I'm telling you something that he's saying.
Mara Ibiza.
It's a simulator.
Hey, I don't care what you do on your extracurricular activities. Hey, you're still the goat though. But hey, me pale Ferrari driver number 1 kwangu ni like.
Vibes and remember when Bottas was
yeah, he's actually playing the Bottas role sahi pale Ferrari. He's amekuja retirement. Yeah, amekuja, you know, just try and be the face of Ferrari so that when I retire, guys remember me in a red car. And you know, do some shows with these my old school dope cars, these red dope cars, bring them back into the conversation of greatest cars of all time because I'm the greatest driver of all time, arguably. And you know, retire peacefully. Number 8, he's not, bro. Huyu jamaa atafuti number 8. He was never in the picture. This is solely for his legacy. See, because the contract walisign walisema nini ambassador Ferrari. Why do you think he's busy Testarossa? Si aliacha na Skylines. Si at Mercedes he was busy doing those things with the Skylines because apparently there's no Mercedes that she can do that with. Oh, he can.
Do you think Ferrari should see him drive until the end of his contract or
yeah.
They just like, you know, 2026 is your last year, we're going to pay you for 2027, just go.
No, I think he will see out his contract 26. He'll drive 26 and 27. I think he might be replaced in 28, but I really do have an eerie feeling he'll go all the way to the end of these regs. He'll retire with the end of these regs. That's what I see.
But this if Fred akitoka, if Fred goes from Ferrari, he's going with Nani Hamilton.
Could be. Yeah.
If Fred is
leaves.
going,
yes, because Charles and Leclerc. I mean, Charles and Lewis are actually Lewis's boys. I mean, Charles, Fred's boys. So, anyway, and with that,
Canada, man.
we don't want to spoil for people. Wait, Canada, kujeni F1. I mean kujeni K1 Clubhouse, we watch Canada squeeze na kutakuwa na some giveaways from Red Bull, you know, some merchandise deadly some good drinks pale. Red Bull will give you the strength to support Lord Percival in his championship hunt 2026. Signing out, this is S, trouble man himself.
The troubled man himself.
Twice is nice, smooth as ice. Never had a bad day in my life. With me, to my left,
Mushiri
SWU. That's an inside joke. That's an inside joke. And to my right,
Just done, man.
yeah, just done in the pine green. What color is this? Pine green. Yeah, he was trying to match the plants. He said sometimes when you get out of that car, you want to feel like a cabbage. Is the cabbage is pine green?
and
Those are no cabbages you're eating.